Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to UticaTV News, where each week we give you the latest in campus and community news. I'm your host, James Hyman.
And I'm your host, Jared Scroggs. Let's dive right into our top story. The Criminal Justice Department on campus will be receiving a massive new upgrade to how they will learn moving forward. Nico Leonard has the story.
Utica University recently unveiled a brand new crime scene lab in Bull Hall for criminal justice students to use in and out of class. Assistant Professor of Criminal Justice Studies Musco Milner shared his thoughts on how the lab will benefit students.
It'll give students hands-on experience with the disciplines that they learn about in the classroom, real-life application.
Professor Milner believes this will allow our students to stand out in the field.
They will be unique. When they enter into the criminal justice field, they will have some exposure to certain disciplines that other criminal justice students before them did not have. In particular, like in bloodstain spatter analysis, latent print development, and comparisons. Now granted, they won't be experts in bloodstain pattern interpretation, but they'll have a working knowledge of it. They won't be experts in latent prints nor in comparisons, but they will have a general understanding of what it's all about. Who knows, down the road they may be in a position where they receive a scientific report from a latent print examiner, a scene technician, a bloodstain spatter analyst. They actually can understand what that report is truly saying.
The lab is far from a new idea, though, to the university.
This lab was a long time coming. They said Utica College / Utica University was waiting for this for approximately 20 years. So this thought process, this journey, this mission was long before me. I came here in September of 2019 as a director of campus safety, and just in the past couple of years I was blessed to get this assistant professor position here. It's been a long time coming. We're not the only university that has, embraced this journey, but we're going to do it in our own way for our students so that they can be a blessing in the criminal justice field.
I'm Nico Leonard, Utica TV News.
Last week, a devastating fire in Utica has left 14 people without a home. Firefighters raced to Seymour Avenue to battle the flames, ripping through a multi-family home, forcing 14 residents to evacuate. Firefighters say everyone made it out safely, but the damage is severe. The American Red Cross is helping at least 8 people, including children, with emergency shelter and support. The fire's cause is under investigation. But officials warn residents to check their smoke detectors and have an escape plan. Neighbors are rallying to help. Donations of clothing and supplies are being collected as we speak.
10 people have been indicted in the death of an inmate at Marcy Correctional Facility for the death of Robert Brooks. Brooks was beaten to death as the autopsy showed us. His family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit seeking justice and compensation for him. 6 correctional officers are facing murder charges: Nicholas Anazalone, Anthony Farina, Matthew Gallagher, Christopher Walrath, David Kingsley, and Nicholas Kiefer. They all pleaded not guilty to the charges against them. Judge Bauer has set the bail for them starting at $50,000 cash.
Meanwhile, campus residents have recently been openly voicing passionate opinions about living conditions. Trey Manganaro went into North Hall for the story.
The main concern from students living in North Hall stemmed from a lack of cleanliness from other students and the unwillingness to follow the quiet hours policy set for students living on campus.
Maybe some of the paint jobs, bring a brighter feel in here, maybe some of the smells, you get some bad smells in here, living in here sometimes.
People can be loud sometimes, but it's just a dorm, it's just what happens.
While there are concerns from some students living in North, plenty of them really love living there, despite some of the challenges that one would undergo in a residential living setting.
So for the freshman dorms, I feel like North Hall is that's like the party life, like the nightlife. So I feel like North Hall is the best. It's really good.
Well, I think it's a pretty good hall for first-year students because then we are all here, we're able to interact with each other, and yeah, it's pretty good.
As multiple students spoke with us about what they find irritating about their dorm.
That's really it. When people leave their stuff in the dryer, come on, bro.
The laundry room, the way people leave their things around in the laundry room.
Probably more washing machines. There's only 3 by the rooms.
We reached out to Jeff Smith, the Assistant Director of Housing Operations, for a comment about the status of North Hall. Jeff told us that the recurring complaint he finds himself hearing from students in North Hall are complaints of cleanliness and lack of obeying quiet hours, which was the main gripe with students in North throughout our interviews. If you are a resident in North Hall, Jeff assured us that reaching out to student living and campus engagement is the first step to rectifying any negative situation that you may be facing. This is Trey Manganaro, Utica TV News.
Dozens of roofs have fallen due to the heavy snow in central New York over the past week, as the latest one to fall was Lucky Shots Bowling Alley on Mill Street in the village of Camden. This occurred around 6 a.m. on Wednesday, February 19th, as the business was not open during this time, and luckily no victims were involved. Additionally, the Hudson Forest Equipment Building on Route 12 in Barnumville collapsed due to heavy snow on Tuesday, February 18th, as there were also no people in the building and no one injured. Some towns in upstate New York have recorded almost 60 inches of snow after days of lake effect snow, which caused the collapses of several roofs. Remember to stay safe and inside as much as possible during the current snow conditions in the area.
Smith came to Utica nearly 2 years ago and took the social media pages to a new level. Her last day on campus was last week. She had become the Director of Media Relations for Nescentia Health. No word on a replacement here at campus. We're told social media will be a team effort until a new manager is hired. We wish her the best on her new journey.
Over the weekend, the third-ranked Utica men's ice hockey team claimed their 9th straight regular season title, locking in the top seed for playoffs. The season finale decided the regular season champion, with the Pioneers in the Geneseo Ice Knights battling for the coveted top seed. Geneseo, which held the tiebreaker over Utica after last weekend, needed a win to clinch the number 1 seed. However, Nazareth spoiled their chance with a 7-4 win in Rochester. Meanwhile, the Pioneers defeated the Manhattanville Valiants 5-1 on Friday and 3-2 on Saturday to punch their ticket to the UCHC semifinals. Utica will host the semifinal round on Saturday, March 1st at the Adirondack Bank Center.
Meanwhile, the men's basketball team on campus will keep on dancing after soundly beating 7th-seeded Houghton University Saturday afternoon. Isaiah Smith and Damian Call led the way for the Pioneers. Call posted 15 points, while Smith stepped up into a major role, posting 14 in smooth style. The Highlanders went into this one after completing their best ever regular season in program history, but that was not enough to get by the rock-solid Pioneers, who are looking to repeat as Empire A champions. The Pioneers will play host to the Nazareth Golden Flyers on Wednesday night, a familiar matchup that saw the Pioneers rally from a 20-point deficit last time out to win. Good luck to the boys, and be sure to show your support at Meek Accord Wednesday night at 7.
That's all the Utica news we have for you today. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at UticaTV.
And follow us on Instagram at UticaUTV. And always remember to
fear the moose.